Hey guys, this is going to be the second video for the Loops of Love Club, otherwise known as Crocheting Club or Knitting Club or whatever you guys spend time doing in there. So basically I'm going to teach you guys how to do magic circle, and I think I'm going to also teach you guys how to do what's called a triple stitch. Okay, so we're going to do that today. Alright, so last video we went over chain stitch, the knot, and single stitch, and I think double, I believe. If I'm incorrect, I will do that next video. But you guys should definitely watch that before you guys watch this one, just because it's really good. Like, those are the basics that you need for anything. I mean, as is this, but this is a bit more complicated than those. And so you really need to master those before you begin any project, I would think. Because I didn't, and then when I began my project, it was supposed to be a blanket or a scarf, and it ended up being a weird looking triangle. So, which, you know, anyway. Alright, so I'm gonna tell you guys what you guys need. Yarn and a hook. And like I said in the last video, you guys need to make sure that the hook is of relative size that is good for the yarn, which you'll see on the package. Alright, so the magic circle, you can create many things like a beanie or a coaster, you know, a variety of things. But basically you need to take your yarn, and you need to get a good bit of it, not that much, but decent amount. All right, and you're gonna take your yarn and just place it on the table. Okay, then you're gonna take a little bit and make a loop. All right, you're gonna make a loop. Okay, then you're gonna put it on your hand basically, and then this side and the bottom, which in this case is going to be this string, you're going to wrap around. All right, that way, or sorry, whoa, hold on, sorry, my brain's a little bit all over the place. Okay, so it's a little hard to explain this, but you're going to take a loop like this, where you have the shorter side, so like the end part of your string on the bottom. So like this, there we go. All right, then you're gonna put it on your hand, okay, and then wrap this around your finger, just to kind of keep as a hold, all right? Or, yeah, just anywhere. Like, I'm gonna put it in this, that's actually good. Okay. So, now that you do that, you're gonna take your hook, okay, you guys can see that, right? And you're going to take it and you're going to grab your string. So you see how it's grabbing its own string, right? And then you're going to take it again. And then you're going to pull it and then pull it through. Okay. Now I know that looks really complicated because there's a lot of strings going on right now, but I'm going to show you the end product. Okay. So at the end of this, you should have, okay, at the end, you should have oh my gosh, okay. At the end, you should have a string that is your end string. You have a big circle right here, which is why it's called the magic circle. You have your knot, and then you have the rest of your string that you're going to use, okay? And if you do this correctly, you can use your end part of the string to tighten the loop, to tighten the circle, I mean, and then you can do whatever you need to. So, you know, you can just, from this point on, you would do, typically it would be double stitches. So you would do 2 chains, and then you would go into however many double stitches the pattern would decide, or that you would decide if you're making your own pattern, which is very much kudos to you. All right, I'm going to show you this one more time because the way I showed you originally was kind of messy, but I'm going to show you one more time. Oh, be careful when you pull on it, like to undo it, not to knot it. I've done that quite a few times. I almost did it again. Okay, so now I know this is very difficult, so just you have to be patient with yourself here. So don't get worried if you're not doing great, okay? Because it took me, I think, a solid. I mean, well, I didn't know that it existed until my second year of crocheting. So, and it took me a few weeks to master it. So don't even worry about this, because obviously I'm not even that good at it either. So, all right. So you see, I've got my end string on the bottom here. You know, all right. And then we're gonna take our longer string and pull it up to the top, okay? Now we're gonna pull our hand out, all right? And now look, we've got our circle and then both of the strings in the inside of the circle, okay? Like that. So then we're gonna take the longer string, the string that we wanna use, and pull it through the knot that we have now. And then we're gonna pull that knot tight, okay? That way we have our end string and our longer string both on the same side, and that way we can pull the shorter string to adjust the size of the circle, or we can pull our longer string to adjust the size of the knot. You guys see that? See? Magic. All right, so we have this now, and I'm gonna just show you guys how to do, I'm gonna do a quick little, I don't know, 6 double stitches inside the circle. So you want it to be about this big. And I'll show you guys how to do that, and then I will show you guys how to do triple stitch. Okay, so chain 2. Now if you guys did not understand that at all, please rewind the video, watch it again, or whoa there, sorry, that was a triple. Don't do that. This is a double. Rewind the video, watch it again, and you know, you can turn it the speed up or lower or whatever, you know, if you don't want to hear me talking right now, you can skip this too. You know, it's totally fine. Plus, excuse me if I'm a little all over the place, I've been doing 5 million things today. But yeah, and also, I am so sorry for that fact that I wasn't there last meeting. I cannot believe that you guys, there was a fire, which, you know, considering I was studying for a chemistry quiz, that was, or chemistry test, that was, that seems a bit more exciting and fun. Well, not fun, I mean, not, okay, I'm gonna be quiet now. Okay. So, the biggest thing about magic circles people struggle with is just the beginning, but after you have that, you have that down, you can kind of, the rest is all about the basics that we learned in the last video. And then, okay, so now I have about 5, and I don't include, some videos do, but I don't include this beginning, like the chain stitches right here. I don't include that because it's like, it's really skinny and you don't end up seeing it in the end product. You see this parts, you know, so I don't usually include that. Or sometimes what I'll do is that I will, so when I get to my 5th stitch or my 2nd to last stitch, I'll pull it extra tight like that. And then I'll do my 6th stitch, and when I do this, sometimes what I like to do is that I will incorporate the chain stitches within my stitch. So so you know, typically when you do like a stitch, you'll go into the loop, and then you wrap around, you go into your loop, pull through, and then you wrap around again and pull through those. But this time I'll do an extra step where I'll go through the 3 original chain stitches, and I'll pull through like that. That way it's kind of connecting it, and you have to kind of make sure you keep it extra tight because it'll get loose otherwise. And then I'll kind of go through this one again because this is like the top of the 3 chain stitches, or the 2 chain stitches, not 3. All right, and then boom. Okay, so sometimes it needs a little bit of like rearranging because it might be a little messy. But what I really like about these is sometimes it can be very satisfying because you've got the chain stitches and then you've got like the string coming out of the middle, which is just so nice. All right. So now what you do from this point on is that you're gonna do 3 chain stitches for a triple stitch. All right. Now you're gonna wrap around twice. So triple stitch is basically a double stitch with an extra step. So double stitch, you only wrap around once. A triple stitch, you wrap around twice, and then you find your 2 and you go through. And now if you're struggling with finding your 2, I suggest you go back to the old video and watch again. And yeah, okay, so sorry. Yeah, but if you're having trouble finding the 2 that you go through, watch the video again and the first video again, and you'll figure it out. But it's kind of just, you know, after you do it, it's kind of just following your heart, like after you figure it out, you know. Okay, so you go through the 2 that you found, you wrap around, you pull through. Now you're gonna have 4 on your thing. So you're gonna wrap around again, and you're gonna have 5. Once you have 5, you can go through. You're gonna take this, and you're gonna go through 2. And you wrap around again, you're gonna go through 2, wrap around again, and you're gonna go through 2. See a pattern here? All right. Now, sometimes in patterns, it's gonna ask you, especially when it comes to like a circle, it's gonna ask you to do 2 in 1, which means 2 stitches in 1 area, which means you see this this right here, that the 2 that I found that I went through originally. All right, I'm gonna go through it again, which I know seems a little crazy, but I promise you that's what they want you to do, because they want you to expand it, because basically in each circle, right, I'm gonna teach you guys something here, okay? So circle, right, gets bigger like this, okay, which means you're gonna need more stitches circumference-wise, or not circumference-wise, but like you're gonna need more stitches to fill this area because it's gonna be growing, okay? So it's gonna go from like 6 stitches to 10 to 12 to whatever, you know. So it'll tell you to sometimes expand every other stitch. Okay, so I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna do 2 regular stitches actually, and then on the 3rd stitch I'm gonna expand by 1. Oh, almost did a double, sorry. Just to kind of let it expand a little bit. Now I'm doing this entirely from my head, so this may not work. Actually, no, I'm gonna do 1 expansion and then 1 regular and then another expansion. So I'm gonna do, which means when I say expansion, I mean 2 in 1. So you see, I went out of 1 right now. Oh, there you are. All right, so I went out of 1, and I'm gonna go out of 1 again. So I'm gonna go through this one that I went through before. All right, I'm gonna go through, pull through. Now I have 4, wrap around. Now I have 5, pull through 2, wrap around, pull through 2, wrap around, pull through 2. All right. Now, if you're confused by any of that, please watch again. If I didn't show it on the camera, because, you know, my camera, I'm still getting used to this whole thing. It's like a tripod situation. I don't even know how to turn my computer, much less make a video. So if you guys cannot see this, please let me know and comment or something and be like, you don't show it very well, or it's blurry or whatever. And I don't know, I'll upload again or fix it or something. I don't know. But I'll do something. But yeah, so that's basically it. You're gonna finish the circle, which I will do now while I'm talking. And I'll show you what the end product should look like. Now, I'm doing this freehand, which means like I'm not doing it with any kind of instruction or video, so my stitches may look a little weird because I don't know if I should be doing an expansion every 2 or not, you know, because it can get a little like, you see how it's like curling up right here? That's because I'm not doing too many, I'm not doing enough stitches, which means that it could curl up, which is why sometimes it's good to do this kind of technique when making like something called like baskets, you know, when you make a basket, it's got to curl up. So sometimes doing this kind of thing is good, but it kind of makes a curved edge. So you don't always want to do this unless you want a curved edge. Again, a reminder that I am not a professional. Okay, I've been doing this for, not baking, sorry, that's my other club. I've been crocheting for about 8 years, but I'm not a professional because I learned most of my stuff from guessing, from watching parts of YouTube videos in languages I couldn't understand because that's all there was on YouTube, and then just looking at their hands and trying to interpret what they were doing. So if you guys try what I'm doing and it doesn't work out, I am so sorry, but this is just advice and me trying to help you. So I'm probably, I don't know, probably one of the more thorough YouTube videos you're gonna be able to find on here. Oh my goodness. See, sometimes I mess up and I do a double stitch instead of a triple, and sometimes I'll just kind of cheat my way through it. And you see how like I kind of went back through my old here. So I made a double. Whenever you make a double, you have this extra little fun right here, you know. And on a double, you would have the second time you do it and you pull through. If I'm not making sense, just skip me. But sometimes when I accidentally do a double instead of a triple, I'll just wrap around the old extra one I used and I'll just pull through that. It's a little trick I'm gonna teach you guys because I get lazy and I don't want to do that, you know. Okay, so I can see by just looking at it that I used way too little stitches. So this is probably not gonna look like what it's supposed to look like if you guys do technical like if you follow a technical tutorial. So I'm gonna fix this really quickly. All right. As I just kind of talk to you guys. So please, like, I don't know, comment below or respond to the remind message, just basically saying what, I mean, if you guys made it this far, kudos to you, but if, like, what you guys want to learn from next video, because this is just kind of what the officers think you guys could learn. Whatever you guys want to learn, like, I could teach you, but just about anything, okay? Now, obviously, I don't know how to make toys specifically, like, I don't know how to make certain amazing items like that, but I could watch YouTube videos and then find them and then make easier instruction videos for you guys, because that's like the majority of my job is just teaching you guys. So if you guys want to learn something, you know, like I do know how to make a mini dinosaur, you know, and I know how to make ribbed clothing, like, you know, when I say ribbed, I mean like it looks like it goes back and forth, like zigzag almost. Okay. Now you see it is kind of forming a larger circle now. You see, it'll be prettier when I finish it, but yeah. So you guys, if you are within your first month of crocheting and you guys master this, that is a big, like, that's really good for you. Okay, seriously. But if you don't discourage, because like this is a totally, like, this is a pretty difficult thing to master when you're, you know, like, even like a month in, all right? Like, or even when you're like a few months in, is what I meant to say. Because this can be pretty difficult, and it's, you know, like, I mean, I didn't even know how to do it until I had like I didn't even know how to do granny squares until, this is a great, like, most big granny squares, you know, have you do this, but like at first, or some of them do, I don't know, but this is like a great thing to learn, because there's a lot of things that you can make from this, and I don't know what I was saying beforehand, but basically a lot of people don't learn how to do this until like a year into their thing, and most people who are crocheting for years don't even understand how to do this, because it is pretty difficult. So if you don't get this, or if the way I showed it doesn't work, I would say look at other YouTube videos, see if my way of describing it was just really inconvenient for you, or just unexplanatory, or whatever. You know, don't be scared. You know, I won't consider it cheating on me, I promise. Oh, okay. Now, well, that's close enough. Okay, so you see, I probably needed more stitches actually, because if you see right here, like, it kind of pokes up towards the end, but this is basically what it's supposed to look like. All right. So I'm gonna take this off. All right, so you're gonna have your circle, which is very pretty if I must say so myself, and then you have your old string, and then you have the new string that you know you're gonna keep using. But basically, with a circle, you can expand each time. It's gonna get bigger and bigger, and then you can use this to make so many things. I mean, I can only think of coasters and beanies and baskets, but you can make a lot of things, you know. Oh, you can make rugs. You can make pretty cool rugs, you know, if you use big enough yarn. The options are endless, but basically that's how it should look, you know, and it's gonna probably change in size and shape if you're beginning, or use different yarn, or use different hook or whatever. But if you follow my basic outline, it should look relatively like that. All right, so please, as I said before, please comment below what you want to learn for the next few videos, because I have no idea what you guys want to know, because basically, basically like each thing is kind of off of those basic structures. So if you guys are really confused about some things that you saw in a YouTube video and you're like, I don't understand how to explain this, ask me to try and I will attempt it. Also, on patterns, like I said before, a pattern is basically like when you go to Pinterest or when you go online and they say, make this thing, and they give you a pattern for it. They'll give abbreviations and signals on like certain stitches. And so look up crochet abbreviations cheat code or key code or whatever key, and it will tell you what each abbreviation stand for. So definitely do that and look those up when you're doing patterns. But if you made it this far of me blabbing along, so I have to give it to you. That's great. But yeah, okay, that should be it. I hope to see you guys in the next meeting, which I think is this Thursday, which is a bit earlier than expected, but sounds great to me. Okay, I will see you guys soon. Hopefully you guys learned something from this. Okay, bye.